My name is Ryan Weingarten. I'm a second-year student and majoring in political science pre-law. I'm also applying to business school this semester. So on a scale of 1 to 10 of super fandom, I'm probably like a 30. I've seen almost every season. In high school, my yearbook quote was "The Tribe Has Spoken." I think about Survivor almost every day. I listen to Survivor podcasts weekly. I can name every finalist in order, and yeah, I'm a super fan. It's really a game where there's like no specific person to like play. You can be of any age, any ethnicity, any race, any weight class, height. It's about just trying to be the last one standing. We've seen people from all different shapes and sizes. Some of the smallest people, like Marianne, who's like 5 foot, or like Ben Dreberg, who's like a 6'3" jack guy, all win this game because there's no one person to win this game. You just have to outlast, do whatever it takes, whether win challenges, outmaneuver people strategically, or just have good social bonds. There's no right way. I just love that because it changes every single time. So my strategy to win Survivor, I'd say, is to first focus on my social game. I like to consider myself a chameleon. I'm pretty good at just finding a vibe for the people I'm with and just talk to them based on that. So I'm going to use that to have a good social game, focus on making good relationships. So when time comes and they have to choose allies, they'd want to include me. And if I'm in danger, they would protect me by telling me the information. Then after the first few rounds, I'm going to start showcasing my strategic abilities, focus on making an alliance, focus on getting to the end of the game. I don't want to become off too big of a threat because of how much I know this game, so I'm going to try to stay under the radar. I might tell people I just started watching a few years ago on Netflix, but that's not the case. I just want to have a low threat level, good social game, have underrated strategic abilities at first and snap off at the end, then make it to the end of the game and be the last one standing and win Survivor in Michigan State. Not only can I name every winner, I can also name every finalist in order. First up, Richard Hatch beat Kelly Wigglesworth in season 1. And it was Tina Weston beat Colby Donaldson in season 2. Ethan Zahn beat Kim in season 3. Season 4, Vesepia beat Nalay. 5, Brian beat Clay. 6, Jenna Marasco beat Matthew Vonep. I don't know how to say his last name. Jenna beat Matthew in season 6. Then Pearl Island, Sandra Diaz-Trine beat Will. Then Amber Burkich beat her husband, Boston Robin All-Stars. Chris Doherty beat Twyla in Vanuatu. Tom beat Katie in Palau. Guatemala, Danny beat Stephanie LaGrosa. Exile Island, Aris beat Daniel DiLorenzo. Then Cook Islands, Yule beat Ozzy and Becky. Fiji, Earl beat Cassandra and Dreams. Then it was China, Todd beat Courtney and Amanda. Fansers favorites, Poverty beat Amanda. Then Gabon, Bob beat Susie and Sugar. Then it was some Token Sheens, JT beat Steven Fishback. Then it was Samoa, which Natalie beat Russell Hance and Mick. Heroes vs. Villains, Sandra beat Poverty and Russell Hance. Nicaragua, Fabio beat Chase and Sash. Redemption Island, Boston Rob beat Philip Shepard and Natalie Tenorelli. South Pacific, Sophie beat Coach and Albert. Survivor One World, Kim beat Chelsea and Sabrina. Then it was Survivor Philippines, which Denise beat He Shall Not Be Named, Michael Skupin, and Lisa Welchel. Then it was Fansers Favorites, which Cochran beat Don and Sherry. Then it was Blood vs. Water, Tyson beat Monica Culpepper and Jervis. Cagayan, Tony beat Wu. San Juan del Sur, Natalie Anderson beat Jacqueline, who was a Michigan State alumni, and Missy. Then it was Worlds Apart, where Mike Holloway beat Carolyn and Will. Then Second Chance, Jeremy beat Spencer and Tasha. Cole Wrong, Michelle beat Aubrey and Ty. Millennials Gen X, Adam beat Hannah and Ken. Then it was Survivor Game Changers, where Sarah beat Brad Culpepper and Troyzan. Heroes, Healers, Hustlers, Ben beat Chrissy and Ryan. Then it was Survivor Ghost Island, which Wendell beat Dominic by tie and Laura was the deciding vote. Then it was David vs. Goliath, where Nick beat Mike, White, and Angelina. Then it was Edge of Extinction, where Chris beat Gavin and Julie at the end. Then it was Island of the Idols, where Tommy beat DKHL and Dean and Nora at the end. Then winners that were Tony beat Natalie Anderson and Michelle at the end. Then 41, Erica beat Deshaun and Xander. Then 42, Marianne beat Mike Turner and Romeo. And that's everyone. So I'm a super fan.
What facet of the game do you feel like you'd be the best at? The social game, the strategic game, or the physical game?
I'd say the social game because You cannot have a physical and strategic game unless you can back it up by your social game. We've seen in Survivor a bunch of good physical players who can win every challenge. The second they don't win, they're voted out because they don't have a good enough social game. And we've seen like strategic game bot players who know the game like head and forward, understand the game so well, but don't have a good social game to back it up, so they're taken out because they're a threat. Having a good social game will allow me to have both assets alongside making connections, which will showcase my strategic abilities. I'll make sure I'm not a threat. I wouldn't go on immunity one per se, or I'm in danger, or have an idle play. Having a good social game will make sure I'm protected and make sure I get to the end of the game. Even though I think I'm going to like rely on my social game the most, I know this game from the back of my head and forward. I'm a super fan of the show. I can have good strategic abilities. I'm just going to have better social game because I'm that good of a player. I know the game back and forth. I've seen almost every season. I've analyzed the game really thoroughly. I've looked at all the winners. What have they done to win the game? Their strengths and weaknesses. So I know this game so well. But having a good social game will allow me to use my potential as a strategic player to the fullest. Being such a big fan of the show, I think I do have an advantage compared to my other players because I know the game so well. When you look at Survivor, almost every winner has been a fan or super fan. Very few recruits actually do well in the show because they do not understand the aspects of the game. I understand jury management. I understand how to win a jury and how to present myself of voting somebody out without being bitter. I don't think I'm going to be the most strategic person there, but I think I'm going to outmaneuver everyone so we get to the end of the game. Because there are going to be people who are probably smarter than me, I'm not going to lie, and they're going to come off as a bigger threat than me, but I will outmaneuver them by pretending to be a lesser threat, so they will get voted out before me. So I will outlast and be able to do my strategic games at the end of the game when it really matters. I will be the most strategic person on this cast, for sure. I understand this game from the back of my head and forward. I've seen almost every season. I've analyzed the game, almost every winner. I know what it takes to win this game. I'm going to showcase on the season of Survivor Michigan State. I'll bring just positive energy. I'm a relatively likable guy. There's very few people who I just do not get along with in the first place. I'll be the guy a lot of people can just relate to, and we'll see like a therapist almost. I'll be a guy pretending to like lay low, so that whenever they're fed up about another tribe mate, they'll go to me about it, so I'll understand connection with the tribe. I'm just going to lay low. We'll be actually being the most strategic player on my cast. I guarantee I'm the biggest super fan on this cast. I think about Survivor 24/7. I've seen almost every season. My yearbook quote was "The tribe is spoken." I'm the biggest super fan on this cast. I will outmaneuver anyone. I will win this game. I am nervous. I just want to have a good time, if that makes sense. Win or lose, I want to showcase my Survivor abilities. Like, if I was the first one out or something like that, I'd be so devastated because I wouldn't have a chance to play this game. I want to play this game. I'm going to play it well. I definitely will cry if I'm the first person voted out. If I was the first person out, I'd be so devastated.